the real estate industry, I mean, in the tech industry, he's worked with NASA. He's worked with Google. He's helped over 50 plus startups. He's built a multi seven-figure tech company that allowed him to travel the world, be where he wants, when he wants, control his schedule, have time leverage, have financial leverage. And he recently been going into AI and researching AI for the past couple of years and started building things with AI. So without further ado, welcome, Noah.
Amazing. Thank you for the time, Jacoby, and thank you all for being here today. That was a huge intro. You kind of put me on the spot there, bud, but thank you. um, Guys, I've just put together a quick deck for this particular presentation to walk through the overall impact of AI in real estate and what that may mean for you guys as agents. And I hope this presentation is informative. It is going to be very dense, and I'm going to try to go through it very quickly. But at the same time, I am also trying to make it educational and informative for you guys. I'm sure you've heard of all the AI craze that's happening today across different technologies, from even developers like myself being impacted by AI, whether it's the copilot that's being produced and writing code for us, and so much more. And I wanted to just kind of shine light on the AI space within real estate, and I wanted to share something with you guys here today. So I'll try to make it as engaging and as fun as possible as I go through these slides. Okay. Amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and screen share. Give me a moment. And there will be a demo. I'll actually demo you guys an AI agent that will call one of you to engage and interact, so you guys can see what that looks like. I have. Okay. So give me a second. Okay. Whoever is the host, can you guys allow me to share? Thank you.
Right now. All right, you should be good.
Amazing. Okay, so let me jump in here. Laptop is connected. All right. Grazie. Grazie. Sorry, guys, I have to get my international adapter. I came here without one, so I'm a bit screwed on the laptop, but we're good to go. It's not going to die on me during this presentation. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. All good? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Amazing. All right, thank you, everyone. So today I'll be producing talking about Agent X and the future of real estate with AI. Now, the slide presentation is going to be very dense, but I'll try to go through it as quick as possible, and also make sure it's informative, so that way I don't go through things too fast to where you may not catch what I'm going to say. So without further ado, let's go ahead and light this candle. So the first thing I want to talk about is AI and how AI won't replace people. I'm sure you've heard of this in the news, in the media, and everywhere, but AI won't replace people. It's people that will leverage AI that will replace people. And the question here is, which will you be, right? The agenda, here's what I'll cover today. We're going to go into the progress in AI. This is going to give you the 30,000-foot view. And here is where you discover the pace of AI development and how it's redefining boundaries across industries and setting the stage for unprecedented changes in real estate. Next, what does this mean for industry? Kind of getting a little bit closer to the 10,000-foot view. And here's where we understand direct implications of AI on real estate, where data-driven decisions are becoming more than possible. AI agents are becoming more than possible, and they're becoming the expectations, actually, which they will be, by home buyers and home sellers, and agents like yourself as well. Here, AI in real estate today, this is the 1,000-foot view. Here's where we kind of take a closer look at how real estate professionals are leveraging AI, whether that's to manage clients, interactions, and just have a seamless process within that customer interaction, from the initial contact to the follow-up, all the way to enhancing the customer journey within a timely and personalized just communication, handling scheduling, reminders, and even identifying key client interests to tailor recommendations and improve engagement. Like, what does that mean, right? So as an agent, you might be going through that mundane conversation over and over again with different clients, prospecting, nurturing, qualifying. The AI can actually handle that for you, and you'll see that in the demo today. How does this impact you? Now we're looking eye to eye, right? Lastly, it's overall, why does this even matter to you? And here's where I talk about adopting AI tools not only keep you competitive, but also equip you to lead in a market where technology and personal touch must coexist seamlessly. And this kind of gives you the capabilities to focus on clients that really matter, as opposed to leads that may not matter as much. And frees up your time to focus on what really matters, essentially. And building, which is building that human connection, allowing you to enhance your ability to nurture relationships and close deals more effectively, pretty much leading to a higher satisfaction and increase in sales for you as an agent. Awesome. Here's some stats that'll open your eyes. A bit of a reality check. So there are 1.3 million lawyers in the US today. This number is projected to go down to 700,000 by 2030. That's a 47% reduction. And this resource came from the American Bar Association. So this is the impact AI is having within this particular niche. Going into marketers, there are about 1.5 million marketers in the US today. That number is projected to go down to 640 by 2030, 57% reduction. There are 1.65 million developers in the US today, and this is projected to go down to 400,000 by 2030. That's a 75% reduction. And this also impacts me, by the way, right? Because I, as a developer, am going to be impacted by this. And it kind of comes back to my question. But here, there are 1.5 million real estate agents in the US today. We don't know what that number is going to look like in 2030, as there aren't obvious AI implications of this yet, but we know that it is coming, right? So I'll ask you again, will you be replaced by AI or will you leverage it? The purpose of this presentation is so you don't have to worry about that particular question, because today I'm here to help you be part of less than 3% of people that use AI in their work, and less than 0.01% of real estate agents that leverage AI to its fullest potential. All right. I just want to ask you guys if that'll be okay. For those that will be okay, if you have the typing capability, I know some of you guys are in your cars, go ahead and type yes to that in the chat box so I can kind of get you guys to engage and get active in here. Awesome. Thank you, guys. All right. So one thing I'll say here is there's a clear difference that many of us don't realize between using AI and leveraging AI. So to use AI is to ChatGPT a question or have ChatGPT rewrite your email, right? To leverage AI is almost like a Tesla self-driving car, or like having your own Iron Man suit with a built-in AI assistant, all right? And that's the stuff that gets us excited. All right, real quick, who am I? I know the slides are great, the stats are crazy, but you're all probably wondering the same thing, and that is, who the heck is this guy talking to us on this screen? I know Jacoby did a great intro, kind of give a snapshot. I'll give you guys a snapshot here. So I've been in tech for the past 10 years. I worked at Google for 3 of those years before leaving to start my own dev agency. I worked with NASA, Dolby, NVIDIA, and then rehired by Google, and over 50 plus startups. That's kind of the domain I live in today, working hand in hand with startups. I've developed ride-sharing apps and marketplaces similar to Amazon and eBay. I've worked with social media platforms similar to Instagram and TikTok, and including job boards like Indeed and LinkedIn. And you guessed it, real estate platforms as well. Now, I don't share this to gloat, but rather to give you guys credibility in the work I do today. All right, so today my team and I are hyper-focused on AI. This is the thing that this is what's going to really just revolutionize the industry across all industries, not just tech, not just real estate, not just law. It's going to have a huge impact. I'll touch on that a little bit more later. Now, I'm hyper-focused on AI, not because there's a huge revenue potential. That's just the cherry on top. But because of what I asked earlier, and that is, will we be replaced by AI, or will we leverage it, right? And this question, like I said before, also applies to me as a developer. You all saw that 75% reduction. And so this is hitting home for me as well. All right, so let's talk about the progress in AI. I'm going to condense what's happened over the last 75 years in just 60 seconds, all right? And this is that 30,000-foot view that's going to bring you guys in. All right, just to confirm, everyone's ready, because I'm really going to blow through this part. I'm trying to cover everything that's happened over the last 75 years into 60 seconds. If you are ready, type ready in the message box for me. Let's get some activity going here, guys.
Can you throw this in the bag, baby?
All right, guys, let's jump through this. All right, so progress in AI. In 1945, Alan Turing, the father of AI, introduced the Turing test to evaluate if machines can think like a human, write like a human. In 67, the concept of large neural networks emerged, and it's the understanding of how artificial networks could process information like a human brain. In 97, IBM's Deep Blue made history by defeating the world chess champion, Garry Kasparov. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of that. If we fast forward 12 years, the year is 2009, and Kanye's AI just malfunctioned during Taylor Swift's Grammy Award moment. Confusing, despite being, programmed to recognize good music. 2011 to 2015, we launched consumer-facing AI products, Tesla Vision, the Alexa and Siri NLP apps, and the GPTs, followed by other large language models like Llama and Grok. So everyone's probably wondering this, and that is what's next, right? What's to come? What's ahead of the road? Let's dive into that. Singularity, right? And I'm a geek, I'm a dork. So singularity is a thing where you guys have seen this in sci-fi movies before, where computers and robots start getting smarter faster than we can understand. Imagine a super smart AI that can think way beyond the human brain, making itself even smarter at the speed we can't keep up with. But in all seriousness, I'm joking. I'm sure you guys, the thing you might be waiting for as a real estate agent is your next payday. So let's talk about securing that bag and what that could look like leveraging AI. So what does this mean for your industry? This is going to give you the 10,000 foot view. And this is understanding the direct implications of AI on real estate. So let's dive into that, guys. Of course, within the AI space, and what this may mean for your industry is that the adoption across the stack that exists, right? And the stack I'm talking about are companies, agents, and even buyers and sellers, okay? So at the top, we have Zillow and Redfin. Zillow is using AI for its Zestimate features today, predicting home values based on machine learning algorithms that analyze geographical and property-specific data, to now building AI engines that recommend a curated list of homes for buyers. Redfin is using AI in dynamic pricing tools and automated recommendation systems for buyers, which help property buyers get a better preference more effectively. And then in the next stack following that, we have real estate agents. I'm sure some of you guys have been adopting AI, whether it's using ChatGPT or any other tools that exist. But today, agents are adopting AI for lead gen, qualification process, and these tools help agents identify and qualify leads by analyzing user behavior, user data, and engagement online. They're also leveraging AI-powered CRM systems that use AI to predict the best times of communication and even language. What ways do we communicate with this buyer or seller based on the notes that you make within that CRM? And also leveraging chatbots. I'm sure most of you guys have probably added a chatbot on your website for client interaction. This is also this is what we're seeing in terms of agents adopting AI today. And lastly, the home buyers and sellers. They're also adopting AI. Buyers are jumping on VR goggles today and AR, and this has been happening for some time as well. But now there's that addition to AI where it auto completes the room. So there is no discrepancy. So the rendering is now happening using AI, where you can actually view a listing just from pictures and be able to just have a real immersive experience when you're watching a home from the VR AR goggles. Sellers use AVMs today. I'm sure most of you guys know what that is, the automated valuation model provided by platforms like Zillow to get an instant estimate value of their property, helping them to price their homes competitively. All right, jumping into AI and real estate today. Now we're having that 1,000 foot view here. And AI is revolutionizing the real estate industry by automating tasks, such as property valuation, market analysis, customer inquiries, and so on and so on. Let's talk about ChatGPT today. So I'm sure most of you guys are using ChatGPT to quickly respond to client inquiries, generate property descriptions, and even provide real-time data-driven advice, enhancing the communication efficiency. And I'm sure there are other ways you guys are using it today. Zillow uses its AI technology to provide accurate home value estimates. We talked about those estimates earlier, predicting market trends and personalized property recommendations, making it easier for buyers and sellers to make informed decisions. Next, Agent X. Now, this is a tool that real estate agents can leverage to automate scheduling, client communication, and lead gen, allowing them to focus more on closing deals and less on administrative tasks. So how does this impact you, right? At this point, we're looking eye to eye. You might be wondering, how does this impact you and why should you even care? Earlier, I made a promise to help you be part of less than 3% of people that use AI in their work and less than 0.01% of real estate agents that leverage AI to its fullest potential. Now, there are 1.5 million real estate agents in the US, and of those, 300,000 are new agents that just got their license over the last 12 months, right? That's about a 2%. That's about 2% of new agents yearly. Some of you that are in here with us today may be new agents. You're hungry, you've got fresh eyes, new perspectives, and are looking to become the next Ryan Serhant, or the next Grant Cardone, or simply make a name for yourself. And some of you are incumbents. You've been through the ups and downs in the market and have soared or are beginning to ascend to new levels in the real estate game. And so everyone in this room has one thing in common, and that's to level up by learning and doing. So with that being said, guys, let's get it. But before I start, I want to kind of understand where you are in your journey as a real estate agent today. Are you just starting out, or have you been in the game for a few years, or are you a seasoned vet? Type your response in the chat. I kind of want to get an idea of where you're at as an agent. Nice. Getting some nice, guys. Happy to see that in here. So this kind of lets me know where you're at in your journey. Very helpful. And again, guys, I'm going through this pretty fast. If at any time you guys have any questions, also pop them in the chats. And my team member Adrian may also address that as we go through this. Again, I'm talking very fast through this, so my apologies if some of this information was missed. I'm sure we'll have a recording of this, or we can talk about this offline as well. Thanks, guys. All right, back to the sharing. All right, so you guys are probably all wondering the same thing. What the heck is Agent X? This is the real estate AI agent built to help you with several things. Cold calling. This is an AI agent that'll handle outbound calls. Does follow-ups for you as well. It's tied to your CRM, so it can actually understand which stage the lead is in and be able to follow up with specific leads. Lead generation, and it's built on OpenAI's LLM model and trained on prospecting. So we took this OpenAI LLM and trained it on prospecting, lead gen, sales, objection handling, customer service, and 20 plus skills. Awesome. Thought I heard a question there. Agent X is familiar with your farms. So this has also been trained on the real estate market in the US and in Canada. So it's very familiar with neighborhoods and neighborhood stats, pricing, and more. Essentially tailoring the conversation and suggestions specific to the seller or buyer's needs and budget, right? I want to tell you guys a quick story. I want to introduce you guys to Jack and Jill. The names are anonymized for their privacy. They just found out they're expecting a newborn in 8 months. And this was the conversation Agent X was handling, actually. It was quite interesting just listening to the recordings and the SMS throughout their journey. Both Jack and Jill are full-time employees and they work from home. They currently rent a 2-bedroom and one is their office. And they want an extra room for the newborn. They need to move into a 3-bedroom home, essentially. Now, Agent X was able to extract all of this just through conversation. And knowing just these data points, Agent X is able to make data-driven decisions for the neighborhood recommendations specific to Jack and Jill as they're in search of their next home. But it doesn't stop there. Agent X will also capture key data points from things like, are they pre-qualified? And if so, for how much? Do they have a down payment? Are they active military? And extract data points and then schedule them on a one-on-one intro call with you, essentially covering buyer and seller needs, motivations, urgency, resources, and many more things that you guys would do on your own today. Okay. Here are over a dozen buyers and sellers that Agent X has played an integral part to streamline the qualification, nurture, and follow-up steps in the buyer and seller journey. Through conversation, it extracts the data, and then it pushes that data over to your CRM for you, so you know exactly where your leads are And then even if they get cold or if there is no response, the AI will know that there was no communication happen with this agent or this lead and be able to engage in conversation. Amazing. So how does it work? Agent X can do the prospecting by calling and texting, can handle the cold calls to your lead list or call leads. Agent X can take inbound calls, qualify, or redirect to your cell. And Agent X will nurture, qualify, schedule, follow up, and convert buyers and sellers 24/7, 365 days a year. Now, I want to go ahead and give you guys a demo. Oh, there's a screen here. I got a little too excited. I wanted to show you guys a demo. That'll be the following screen. Essentially, you can build an entire team with just one agent to helping you with the things that are listed here: property search and property evaluation, the follow up and nurture, qualified buyers and sellers, and overall customer service. Demo. Who's excited to see a demo? Let's get a drum roll going. Can I get a demo in here? If you guys are excited to see a demo happening here today, let me know in the message box below. And I'll call a number. Jacoby, who am I calling?
Cherish. I think Cherish would be good.
Okay.
All right.
Do you, is she in front of, oh, there she is. Amazing. Hey.
Hi.
Let's see. Let's do this demo. You mind sending me her number or giving me her number? And I'll just quickly set that number for the call. And then do you mind, let's see, putting the call on speakerphone and then just engaging with it. So what's going to happen here is Agent X will actually call you, and it might be a voice you guys are familiar with or may have heard of. And then pretty much go through the customer journey. Feel free to give it objections if you want. Feel free to just really challenge it if you like. But the idea here is Agent X is going to call you, qualify you, and then schedule you on a calendar if you are qualified. Okay.
Okay.
Jacoby just got over the number. I'll get it from here. Amazing. Now I am in Italy. I was trying to actually set up a server and get this fired off. Luckily I was able to do that in time, but my network is garbage. Excuse my French, or in that case, my Italian. But let's have some fun. Okay.
Are you going to the video shoot later?
I want to, but I have the benefit key thing,
Oh,
key delivery.
that's
And I
good.
don't know if it's gonna record today or not, but the family is waiting for it because they got.
Sure, if you're ready.
We're
I'm gonna
ready.
go ahead and make the call out to you.
Yep.
Amazing. All right, let me know if you see the call coming in.
Hola, Pam.
Just confirm I got the right
Good
number.
morning.
Not yet. Oh, you're calling now?
Yep,
Oh, so
Are you
I
getting it?
wouldn't answer this number, honestly, because it's 8-4.
correct. 100%. So what's going to happen is we'll actually customize it to your specific zip code.
You may have heard of me. I'm calling because you inquired about a home on our website. Are you still in the market?
Yes. Kind of.
Great to hear. Got it. Could you share a bit more about what you're looking for in a home? For instance, are you interested in a specific area or type of property?
I am interested only in the Coronado area, Coronado, California.
Coronado is a beautiful choice. Are you looking for a specific type of property there, like a single family home, condo, or perhaps something else?
A single family home is preferred.
Perfect. A single family home in Coronado sounds wonderful. Are you planning to make this purchase soon, or is there a specific timeline you have in mind?
I haven't decided. I'm open to both.
That's completely fine, Cherish. Keeping options open is a good strategy. Would you like to schedule a time to discuss this further with one of our agents? They can provide detailed insights and help you narrow down your choices based on your.
Yes.
Great, I have an available slot. Fantastic. I'll book you for Wednesday, April 24th at 12:30 p.m. PDT. Could you please confirm your email is noahdeveloper@gmail.com to finalize the booking?
That date doesn't work for me.
No worries, Cherish. Let's find a date that suits you better. Could you suggest another day that works for you?
May 9th. At 12.
Sorry, but I can't book.
Oh. Can you close the
If there's anything else you need or any other questions you have, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
I am available May 9th at 9:30 a.m.
I'm sorry, but I can't book appointments beyond April 26th. Could we find a time before then that works for you?
Yes, April 25th at 9 a.m.
I'm sorry, but I don't have availability on April 25th. The only available slot I have is on Wednesday, April 24th at 12:30 p.m. PDT. Would that work for you?
Yes.
Great. I've booked your appointment for Wednesday, April 24th at 12:30 p.m. PDT. If you need to reschedule, please use the link in your email. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, I think that's all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Cherish. Looking forward to our meeting on the 24th. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Thanks.
So I got a couple of questions. You can just hang
Okay.
up, Cherish.
Okay.
A couple things here. One, who recognized the voice? Do we know whose voice that was? Type it in the chat in the comment box if you guys recognized it. But that was supposed to be Grant Cardone. Cherish, did you pick up on that?
I don't think I did. I heard something in the beginning. I think he did say something
Mhm.
about Grant, but I didn't recognize.
He's like he said this is Cardone's AI.
Ah,
Right.
I just
right.
wanna, I
And,
just wanna say, like, how crazy is that? That was an AI voice qualifying Cherish and booking an appointment, even objections, a date didn't work. They worked around that, rescheduled seamlessly without any difficulties. Type in the chat if this is something you guys would implement into your business.
Cherish, I have my calendar blocked off to not book anything beyond a certain time. So that's why that wasn't there.
that's fine.
Absolutely. Something else you said that was really good actually is the phone number, right? It's not an area code that you recognize. So whenever we do set it up, we can always set up an area code number specific to your farm. And so that
Got
way,
it.
when it does call out, customers are more likely to answer it.
Yeah, I think that would
That's a very good
have
point.
been the only thing because I typically don't answer with those area codes. I don't like them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Someone said, can they speak Spanish? Can you program the AI to speak Spanish?
We can. We're actually taking on several different languages. So Spanish is one of them, right? Yeah. Let me see if there's any other questions. No. Amazing. All right, I'm gonna get back to these slides here, guys. I have a few more things, and I think some of them are gonna be quite interesting. So I'll just kind of get through that real quick, and then we'll go into questions at the end of this. Amazing. Allow me to introduce you guys to some of our favorite agents. Let me know in the comment box if you recognize some of these voices. You guys able to hear that? Jacoby, can you hear that? No?
No.
It's because it's on my. Give me a second. Let me take my AirPods off here and use my computer audio.
Your default speaker has changed to MacBook Pro speakers, MacBook Pro speakers, and will now be used. Your default microphone has changed to MacBook Pro microphone, MacBook Pro microphone, and will now be used.
Disclaimer text, guys, that just started happening when I joined this call, so I'm gonna have to fix it after. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Agent X. This is Barbara, your real estate mogul, here to help you get more listings.
Yeah, you know what time it is. You know, you're at the right place. Agent X is a game changer for your real estate business.
Hey there, this is Ryan AI. Welcome to Agent X. Are you ready to build your real estate empire with me?
And now some of these are voices you guys probably recognize. We just kind of took a few voices that we liked and cloned them essentially. So that was, Grant Cardone, Barbara from Shark Tank, Ryan, and lastly.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here.
Are you ready to level up your real estate operation? Let's get to that $1 million revenue.
All right, and that was Graham Steffen, huge YouTube guy. I'm sure you guys have heard of him.
Your default speaker has changed to Musk
All
Mug
right.
smiling face with glasses and will now be used. Your default speaker has changed to MacBook Pro speakers, MacBook Pro speakers, and will now be used.
That's literally what I've been hearing all day in this meeting. All right, guys. So I would compare this to the iPod moment of 1,000 songs in your pocket. I'm talking about AI impacting industries across the board, but also specifically with Agent X, you have more than 24 professional skills and roles wrapped up into your personal Agent X. Now, some of you are probably wondering, will using Agent X mean losing a personal touch with clients? This is a very common question I received. We did a focus group with over, I want to say 23 real estate agents while we were building this over the last 6 months. And one of the concerns is, will using Agent X mean losing a personal touch with clients? And the answer to that is no. Agent X is designed to complement your personal engagement with clients by handling these preliminary tasks or conversations. And then this in turn frees up your time for more meaningful interactions, ensuring that the personal touch is not only maintained, but enhanced. You might be also asking, well, okay, how does Agent X support personalization, right? How can I personalize this? The idea behind Agent X is that you can actually personalize it specific to your personality or the personality type that you want talking to your clients. So there's a lot of customization and personalization within Agent X. We have about 20 plus extensive customization options, allowing it to reflect your brand and personalized client interactions. You have full, complete control over modifying the communication style to suit your preference. Here's a quick glimpse to customize your unique style to the personality type, the greeting style, communication, tailoring communication, things like I adopt my enthusiasm and energy level. You also have the sales drive where you can adjust the sales drive of your agent. It handles objections, client handling, persuasiveness, and many more options to really tailor this and build an AI that is personal to you and how you want it to handle your client engagement. Or some of you guys might ask, is Agent X too expensive, right? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's dive into the different affordable costs that Agent X comes with. So it comes with 3 affordable plans to meet you where you are as an agent today. We have the agent plan, and this is for those of you who may be an independent agent or just starting or looking to build your real estate business. This handles outbound calls and texts. It handles prospecting, qualifying, scheduling, cold calling, and digital door knocking. It comes with a CRM. So some of you guys may have your existing CRM, great. But we also offer a CRM where the email automations, the task automations are pre-built and created for you across each stage of your pipeline. And obviously the Agent X AI automations. And that is priced at $497 per month. And then there is an implementation fee of $1,200. It's a one-time fee to set up the agent. Again, there's a development process that we have once you've said, hey, this is the Agent X I want. We then take that and we build that for you. Next is the growth plan. This is pretty much everything in the agent plan. Everything in the agent plan, but it also comes with a free agent website. We actually have a couple of unique, really nice templated websites that are built for conversion, right? As you guys may know today, when someone goes to Google and they search homes in San Diego, homes in San Francisco, what pops up? It's Redfin, it's Zillow, it's Trulia. And we built websites that are intended to actually capture some of that traffic through SEO and help rank your site based on your farm. And so along with Trulia, Zillow, your site is also intended to appear. And then there's also an MLS feed done on there. But the idea here is to capture traffic and then immediately engage with your AI, even on the website, if someone is interested in calling or texting you directly from your site. And you also get a free 30-day SEO and a free 30-day digital marketing across Facebook and Instagram. And that is the growth plan. So again, everything from the agent plan, free website, free marketing, and free SEO. And that is priced at $997 per month. And again, you do have that one-time implementation fee for the Agent X. Lastly, we've got the teams plan. This is for those that are a team of 3+, and this has everything in the growth plan. It comes with 3 agents, but you can also add more. It comes with an account manager, live chat, and 24/7 support. And that is priced at $24.97 for teams. You do have that one-time implementation fee. And if there are more than 3 people on your team, you can add additional agents at $4.97. Now, the next thing I have here is the alternatives, right? What is the alternative to Agent X? This is pretty much some of the things you're doing today, right? And so I want to touch on this a little bit real quick. The alternatives to this is you're either doing the calls yourself today. You're probably spending X number of hours per week, per month, which ultimately adds up. And you can actually convert that into a dollar amount and understand how much you're actually paying yourself to make those calls. The second option to this is hiring someone, maybe in the Philippines or offshores, to handle these outbound calls. And there are, some pain points with that as well that we understood from our focus groups, and maybe the language barrier, maybe the time zone difference, maybe the quality of the engagement or conversation that person may have, and so on. And then lastly, it's hiring someone in the States, right? Once you've kind of scaled your business to a certain level, you probably have sales agents that are doing outbound calls, nurturing, warming up leads. These are the alternatives that we found today. And disclaimer, I do have a disclaimer for this, guys, and that is Agent X can replace the costs associated with sales reps, including salaries, insurance, and 401k contributions, while operating 24/7, far beyond the typical 40-hour work week. And all of this comes at only a fraction of the monthly cost of a traditional staff. And so I have an offer for you guys. And this is an extension of my promise, which was to help you be part of less than 3% of people that use AI in their work, and less than 0.01% of real estate agents that leverage AI to its fullest potential, right? And so that is Agent X is on us. It's free for the first month. So your first month is on us. All you do is just cover your one-time implementation fee. And that's for the team and I to set up your Agent X, depending on what stage you may be. What I will say to this, though, is there is just one caveat, and that is we're only rolling this out to the first 50 agents. And you might be wondering, why is that? The real reason to that is because we're a small team of 6 today, and we can only build so many at one time. We'll gradually be doing more per batch, but as of now, we've extended from 30 to 50 agents for this batch. And just like an Amazon order, we have a 1-day delivery. You order your Agent X today, and you get your package in 1 day. So using the hand emoji, I'm just curious, which of you would be interested in signing up for Agent X? Again, that first month is on us. If you guys would be interested in this, can I see some of these hands in the comment box below? And let's see who would be interested. One last thing I will say is, if you got nothing from this, at least you'll walk away with this to light you up. And going into Q2, actually, we're in Q2 now, so wrapping up, going into Q2, Q3, Q4 of this year. And that is, AI won't replace people, but people that leverage AI will replace people. And the question is, which will you be? Okay. Any questions that you guys may have for me?
First, I would like to say, thank you, Noah, for joining us. Thank you for, making the time to be able to be on this call for the Winner's Circle. I know that, you're super, super busy. I get a glimpse of your schedule, and literally back to back meetings all day, every day. So really appreciate you coming on, sharing your experience with AI, sharing your experience with tech, and how it affects all of us in the industry going forward, especially, in the real estate industry. And just thank you. So now, guys, like, if you have questions, drop them in the chat or unmute yourself, ask the questions. A couple questions right here, Noah, for you. William wants to know, he would, a couple people
Absolutely
want more information, would like to see the CRM first. Also, just want to make you guys know that Adrian, Noah's team member, did drop the website in the chat for you guys to be able to register. But yeah, any other questions? We have about 15 minutes. let's take advantage of this. We have him for a whole hour, so we have 15 minutes of his time for free. He charges about $175 for an hour of his time. So we have it for free. So let's ask some questions. Not often do you get someone with quite the resume, quite the experience on a call like this. So yeah, let's unmute yourself. Ask some questions.
I will throw out a disclaimer, Jacoby. I appreciate the website, but full disclaimer, guys, we haven't officially launched yet, but we've been building these Agent X's for real estate agents. And we're about 2 weeks away from fully launching. If you go to our website right now, you'll see what we have there. And again, the website is not even fully flushed out, done yet. We've just been super occupied with actually building the agent component and focused on the product itself and building a really like top-notch AI agent that you guys can use. That's all I wanted to say on that. And I'll leave it to you guys now.
Noah, they said, can you put your contact info in the chat? Can you drop your Instagram handle and a way for them to contact you?
I don't know if Instagram handle is the best route because you guys can see some of my Italy experiences and it's not really. I'll drop my LinkedIn. How about I drop my LinkedIn?
Yeah, drop that.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get to some questions. I have a question for you. How, I know you touched on the effect of AI in real estate. How do you think that what's one of the best ways agents today can kind of get heard?
By like unlimited 6 months, let's see how it works.
I'm sorry, I kind of heard a couple of comments coming in. What was that, Jacoby?
Yeah, so what's a good way agents right now could get ahead of what's happening in the real estate industry by leveraging AI?
Got it. Great question. So today there aren't really many AI products available for real estate agents just yet. And so that's kind of where we're trying to break ground is building AI products specific to real estate agents. And literally I've spent the last 8+ months going way back to 2023 and trying to solve some of the main problems that real estate agents have, which is that 80% of real estate agents spend their time on the back and forth engagement with customers. Again, it's a good problem to have, but it's not where you, as an agent, where you're best positioned. So we're trying to put agents in that income producing activity rather than this like nurturing, following up, cold calling process that they have today and letting AI handle that for them.
Nice, thanks.
Absolutely.
So for the people, we have a couple people that are interested. What do you want them to do? You want them to send me, what's a good way for them to send you an email or yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I can send them an email. I can also, should I just drop my number in there? You guys can text me and we'll jump on a call. Again, I'm very personal with agents. Like I'm on calls with agents today, going through our CRM systems and kind of getting feedback and iterating on that to really build an insane engine for you guys. So the lead comes in through your website or lead comes in over text, Agent X can actually take on that conversation and push that lead over to CRM with full customer profile information that you need. And keep in mind, sometimes when we text these customers, we lose key data points in this conversation. And fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but Apple won't let you export your communication with customers or people you message unless you contact your carrier, and then they will send that SMS for you. So like if you text a customer about what neighborhood they might be interested in or what their needs are, what the urgency may be, those key data points aren't properly stored in the CRM unless you're manually typing it in and you're organized in that way.
Yeah.
William, I see your interest in wanting to see more about the CRM. Let me just drop my number in here. You guys can text me. I know text it might be easier, but we can jump on a Zoom call and then go from there.
Hi, Noah. Thank you so much for the training. I was like literally mind blowing, like geeking out, texting my business partners, like we got to get on this. I had a question, and sorry if I missed this. Did you say it connects with our own personal CRM, or is it just with the CRM that you have?
Yeah, it does connect with your personal CRM. What are you using today for your CRM?
We use Brevity.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely connect and push the customer data to your CRM. And then also, it's not just new leads, it's also old leads, cold leads that just, that haven't responded to you. And there's a full-on 12-month sequence to nurture these leads. And I think it was yesterday, we were jumping on a conversation from a lead that Agent X reached out to back in, I want to say February. And again, sometimes these customers may take their time. It may not be important to them as it once was when they reached out to you. And so we've got an entire follow-up, like systemized process powered by AI, so you can continuously nurture and engage these leads, and then have that personalized human connection once they are ready. So yeah, I'd love to definitely talk to you more about what does it look like to push that over to your own CRM. Yeah.
Awesome, because that's one thing that we're focusing on, because we have a whole, probably like over 800 plus cold leads that we haven't touched, and they're just on a spreadsheet, and we haven't even uploaded it to our CRM because we're like, where do we even begin? So that's good to hear that it kind of connects and we can kind of set it
Absolutely.
up. And I had asked
Absolutely.
about if it's Spanish speaking, because the majority of our business is Spanish speaking, so that's really cool.
That's a good question. Actually, I've gotten a couple of that as well. So we've definitely been able to build Agent X to handle Spanish speakers as well. The other thing I wanted to add on there before I lose my train of thought is, and there it goes. I lost my train of thought. I'll have to come back to it. Sorry.
Does this also connect with like our social media?
That's what it was. You just reminded me. So
Okay.
it doesn't tap directly into your social media and handle messages or DMs, I should say. But what it does is it does connect to your email, and it can handle one-on-one email communication with your prospects or your cold leads that we're nurturing. So the nurturing process, it's kind of like that attack by land, water, and air approach, where it does phone calls periodically, it does text messaging as well as email, and it'll handle that as well. But it doesn't do social media DMs. Does it connect to KV Core is one of the questions I'm seeing in here. I honestly have not heard of KV Core. Jacob, you know what that is? Does anyone know what that is?
Yeah, it's just another CRM.
Okay. Got it. So any CRM that can actually tap into the ones we've been working with so far is Follow Boss, Zoho, HubSpot, Go High Level, if any of you guys are using that as well. And there was a couple, like 2 others I want to say that aren't coming to me, but it does tap into any CRM that you may have if you want to continue using your CRM. And we can even help look at the CRM that you guys have set up to increase the successful probability of actually getting conversion and engagement with the prospects.
Nice. Any other questions? I know we have about 7, 8 minutes here. So any other questions?
I have a
Definitely-
question.
Yeah.
Is it legal to be using other people's voices, or can we get in trouble for that?
Cherish, that is a great question. So I have it for a demo purpose, and it's under a certain amount of seconds, so I can use it in the demo, but we cannot use it publicly. One other thing I also wanted to get a chance to say, Cherish, is we have 24 plus other voices that you guys can use if you want to use other people's voices. Here's the cherry on top. We can also clone your voice, so you can actually use your voice when your AI is making that call to the clients, and it can always say, "Hey, this is Cherish's AI reaching out just to follow up on XYZ," and so they know it's the AI that is engaging with them. If you wanted to have that option,
And then can you curate it to say, instead of Cherish's AI, can it just be like Cherish's assistant or something like that? Or does
absolutely,
it have to say?
exactly. Nope, it could be anything you want to say.
Cool.
I had a question. Does it vet out through the DNC list? Like the do not call list?
Are you saying the numbers that we're using for the outbound calls?
Right. Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Great question. That was a great question, Mariano. Any other questions, guys? I've just dropped my Calendly in the chat. If you guys want to use that to find a time and connect with me and actually jump into more of an Agent X conversation. I'm just looking at it right now. Looks like there are no times in the month of May, but I will go ahead and adjust that in a moment. I'm just seeing that month of May looks completely blocked off, but I will adjust that to make more time for the month of May next week even.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
I'm not sure if I missed it. Does it call multiple numbers at once, or is it doing it one at a time?
Great question. It's doing multiple numbers at once. So it can really blow through your list. Yeah.
Yeah, like how many calls can it make?
Unlimited actually. So it's
Okay.
unlimited calls at once, right?
So
And
if
now we
I
can also
want,
slow that. We can also slow down that pace. So we've tested doing up to, I want to say 30 calls at a time. And then the thing is we can run into some complications where it's one agent it's your agent, right? It's an AI agent where it's trying to schedule 5 people at the same time, and it just runs into a calendar issue. So
yeah.
if you witnessed the conversation earlier that Church was having with Cardone's AI, Cardone was actually checking my availability to say yes or no, I can book you at this time, right?
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we tend to limit that call happening at the same time down to 10 calls at a time.
Okay. And then how does it know what type of call it is?
Great question. So in the CRM, there's actually way more to this that I haven't talked about. So in the CRM, you may have customer notes. You may have a tag that says this is a buyer or seller. You may have the address that this person was once interested in. And whatever data you have in your CRM, the AI will ingest that data and use that as context when having conversations with the buyer or seller. And so it'll say, hey, John, I noticed that you're trying to buy this home, or you're trying to sell your home. We haven't touched base in XYZ time. Just wanted to see where you are in your selling journey. Whatever that conversation may be, it's going to be custom to the buyer or seller based on the data you have in your CRM.
And so you're saying if you connect, because I use Follow Up Boss, so if all the data is in Follow Up Boss, will it understand? Yeah.
That's a good cut. Yes, it can. So part of the implementation process we'll do is in your Follow Up Boss, you have this contact information or the opportunity information, and we'll look at that and we'll say, this is the information we want to pull for each of the leads. And we feed that to the AI when it's making the outbound calls or outbound text.
Do I have to do anything manually?
Only add your notes in there so the AI has more information about this particular.
So I will have to add those notes.
So let's assume it depends on what journey they're in, right? So if you put this lead in your Follow Up Boss all the way to like maybe a cold follow-up stage, it may have some notes that you may have left throughout like prior engagements with this particular buyer or seller. And it uses that information at that point to make that conversation. Now, if they are a new lead that just came in and you want your AI to do like a welcome call to introduce yourself, then it will just use what's already in there, which is probably not much other than their contact information and their interest. And so everything is really tied together. When I say everything from the website to your CRM to the communication you have one-on-one with it and to the notes you add, because it's using all the data it can possibly gather from your CRM to then engage in conversation. It'll know what stage it's in, so it will know what type of conversation to have, if it's a follow-up, if it's a new lead, if it's an attempting contact, if it's a reminder for an intro call or welcome call that you're going to have. All of those factor in. I've spent the last 8 months in like creating an insane machine when it comes to CRM. So I can always look at your Follow Up Boss and say, here's some things you can add to your system to like really enhance the quality of nurturing and qualifying. And I can say, here's some of the key data points in the contact or in the opportunity or in the listing that we want to push over to the AI when it's making the call.
Okay. And then I think one last question, sorry.
Yeah.
Would we be able to hear what it would sound like first? Because I'll be honest, I think everybody's already getting AI calls. And obviously, like, we're just hanging up on them, right? Like, well, at least I am. I'm just hanging up on them because it sounds like a robot. So the ones you showed were cool, but obviously, like, we know who they all are. So can we hear what it would look like beforehand?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we actually custom build this for you, right? And then we actually walk through a demo of your CRM if you're going to use our CRM, or we walk through your CRM to understand what key data points we want to pull from that. And we walk through your dashboard as well, because you'll have a dashboard to oversee all the call logs that have happened. So, and test the voice, which is what you're asking for.
Okay.
Great question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
Noah, real quick, we did not see your Calendly dropped. Could you drop it again or maybe?
Sure, I'll drop it again in the chat. What I will say is all of May looks blocked, but I'll go ahead and open up the first week of May, just so it's on there for us. And I'll also open up the rest of April, so it's on there for us, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Noah. Thank you for your time today.
Absolutely.
Please definitely drop your Calendly here before everyone logs off. I think that today was super amazing. I think there are also a lot of people, myself and Gabe included. I'll let him know later. But I think what a good idea would be for the people who are interested. I know that Mariana and Maria from the AIA team out in Des Moines and Monica Singer sound interested. So I think it would be good to set up maybe a one-on-one call with each person who is interested before obviously just committing to it, so that you can show them the demo, walk them through everything, see what it looks like. But we are at the top of the
Absolutely.
hour. So thank you so much again for your time. Thank you everyone for hopping on here. We hope you all have an amazing day. We will be posting this recording on the YouTube channel. So if you guys missed out, or if you know someone who needed to be on today's training, send them the link. And I hope you all have an amazing day. We will see you all next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. And yep, Noah's Calendly just was dropped.